We have international standards regulating everything from T-shirts to toys to tomatoes. There are international regulations for furniture. That means there are common standards for the global trade in armchairs, but not the global trade in arms. Families and communities around the world have paid the heavy price. We know this at the United Nations because poorly regulated international arms deals directly affect every dimension of our work. Armed violence kills more than 500,000 people each year, including 66,000 women and girls. Meanwhile, various non-state groups are adding to their arsenals. Some drug cartels in Latin America now outgun the armies of entire countries. All of these tragedies raise the same questions. Where were these weapons produced? Were they properly licensed for export or retransfer? What standards were used to authorize such transfers? And perhaps the biggest question of all is simply this: what are we going to do about it?
Working group and throughout the process.
What these negotiations are about is the quality of the treaty text. We're way past the argument of if there will be an arms trade treaty. That argument was won long ago. There will be an arms trade treaty, and the question now is what sort of treaty will it be? And what we're saying from civil society, from the Control Arms Coalition, is you need to get it right. Strong treaties are what change international situations. Strong treaties set high standards. Strong treaties change behaviour. Weak treaties change very little.
National regulation on arms transfers.
There is something the international community can do right now. A strong arms trade treaty, and I mean a strong arms trade treaty, will help to restrict the flow of weapons and bullets and make it harder for cattle raiders to attack communities like the one we visited in South Sudan. The government have been conducting campaigns to disarm civilians, but this will not be effective if weapons are still easily accessible.
Our groups will come out today with a couple of...
Right now, as I speak, there are nearly 1.7 million firearms in circulation among the civilian communities. And given the figures from our neighboring countries, like DRC, Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, and Sudan, one can strongly assert that the weapons in circulation in our region is just sufficient to keep hostilities for the next 30 years.
Media at controlarms.org, and I'll get back to you.